5. And this is kind of something that I've been focused on actually past several months. Jesus said, "Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, or about your body, what you will put on. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air, they neither sow nor reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? And which of you, by being anxious, can add a single hour to the span of life? And why are you anxious about clothing? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin. Did I tell you, even Solomon in his glory was not arrayed like one of these? But if God so clothes the grass of the field, which is today alive and tomorrow is thrown into the oven, will he not much more clothe you, O you little faith? Therefore, do not be anxious, saying, what shall we eat, what shall we drink, what shall we wear? For the Gentiles seek after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows you need them all." Wow. Have you been struggling with anxiety? Have you been struggling with worrying about the future? Focus on finances. Are you be able to pay your bills? There is a lot going on in the world right now. And I would be surprised if you didn't have just a little bit of anxiety. I think a lot of people, even Christians, are experiencing a lot of this. I go through this sometimes, and because I'm human, flesh and blood, and I have to just spend time with God. I have to get into His Word. I have to get to prayer. I need to fill my life with good things, and something I've come to realize is that a lot of what Jesus says here, it's really incredible. And if we can get this truth, when He says, "Add a day," who can, you can't lengthen your life, right? Why worry about tomorrow? We can do nothing about tomorrow. And we can't do anything about the past. Right? Depression is on the other thing, mourning the past. Focusing on the past. Anxiety is often we're focused on the future. We need to focus on today, what's going on right now. And this is you, and you're experiencing this. Let me just give you this piece of advice, that focus on today, focus on right now, and ask God to help you keep focused on today. And think about the good things in your life. Think about what God has done. Think about the blessings. It is easy to drift into thinking about the future, especially you look at the news and everything, and there's about 10 different end of the world scenarios out there. But what are we going to do about all that? All we can do is take each day at a time. And I know that sounds kind of trite. It sounds like a platitude. But I think as Christians, we need to understand that God really is in control. That's not just a saying. That's the truth. He has a plan. Regardless of what plans people think they have in the government, or some of these billionaires that have all these investments, God's in control of it all. He's in control of what countries go to war. He's in control of really who lives, who dies. We cannot allow ourselves to continue to have our minds drift into tomorrow, the next week, the week after that. I'm not saying don't plan, don't set goals. That's fine. You have to do that. You have a calendar. But take it from somebody who struggles with that, letting my mind drift off into the future about things that I can't do anything about, and have to pull myself back into the present. Don't waste your time. Pull yourself back into the present. Pull yourself into today. Think about today. Focus on today. Focus on the good that God is doing in you and that He wants to do through you. and you will be much better off for it. Let's go ahead and move on